discovering your innate gifts, the strengths that you have, can change your career and your life. After 3 failed businesses, startups, and despite Herculean efforts, author Kelly Trach slowed down and listened to what her body and mind were telling her. She tapped into her passion for creative genius and thereafter realized her strengths towards teaching and online coaching. What followed next for her was immense financial success. She has mentioned about this in her book, Finding Your Genius, Unconventional Way to Finding Your Innate Gifts, as to how we can all find our strengths and live the life that we are meant to live using our key strengths. In the past few years, Tracy helped numerous people find out their key strengths so they can live the life they deserve. She names this process as finding your genius and even wrote a book on this topic. She says that finding your genius or your key strengths and working on it will not make you an overnight billionaire. Neither it will give you a 4-hour work week. What it will give you is a peaceful and satisfying life which you're enjoying living. Instead, you will honor your unique one-of-a-kind gift and turn them into work that you will love with purpose, skill, and financial benefit. Tracy figured out 4 of her strengths: creative writing, teaching, speaking, and coaching. All of these 4 things she loved doing, and she analyzed herself, understanding what she loves doing. What is the time when work doesn't feel like work for her? When there's a flow state. That means time is flowing unnoticed. Time is flowing and you are feeling as refreshed in the beginning of the task as you were in the end of the task. So your energy doesn't deplete from the beginning till the end. It remains the same, or you feel more energized after doing that task. That's what is called the flow state. Identify 3 to 5 gifts of yours, strengths of yours that is not someone else's strength, that is your strength, and find a job where you can use all of these strengths. Your genius is a combination of your top 3 to 5 gifts working together to create a world-class expertise doing something only you can do. When you find your genius, you understand that this is what you are meant to do. This is what is your special skill, that is not anyone else's special skill, that you are meant to do, that you enjoy doing the most. And not just you will benefit, the world around you, the community around you will also benefit when you understand your true genius and work on a job where you're using your strength. When you're working on a job that is using your strength, your work will come out to be exceptional. When you use your unique abilities on a job, your work will feel effortless. You will not have a hard time doing that job. Everyone has multiple gifts. These gifts come naturally, you're born with them. You will emerge as a superstar in your job if you use your strength to your ability. When I was doing my first job in Chicago, I was put into a finance role because I had an educational background in finance. My first job was in finance, so rest of the other things were also following that. But because I knew what my strengths are, I knew that I'm very passionate about research, about business research, I reached out to my boss and I told him that this is what I want to do. This is what I want to be in the team with. This is what you should shadow me with. So I started spending more time with the research team. I started taking up projects which could showcase my strengths to my team. So how can you find your innate gifts? How can you find your unique strengths? That can only come with a proper internal investigation. You have to investigate your personality traits, your strength. What is something that you enjoy doing? What is something that looks like fun and not just any task that needs to be checked off the to-do list? The author Kelly Trach in her book suggests that we have to look inward. We don't have to look at other people's list. We have to look at our own list to understand what our key strengths are. Don't look deep into yourself. Stop doing things because they look good on a resume or they might impress your friends. There are a lot of things or job titles or job tasks which look good on our resume or which might impress other people in our community. But that's not what satisfies you necessarily, right? So if there is a task that you're just doing to impress someone in your family or your community, but that is not what you enjoy doing, that is not what you're meant to do. So ask yourself if this is really you want to do, if this is what energizes you, and don't try to fool yourself by doing something which you don't enjoy doing. If you're doing something that you don't enjoy doing, you're actually not doing something which you would have enjoyed doing. So you're putting yourself at a loss over here by not working on your strengths. Start doing things that feel right, good and natural. Notice the thing that naturally draw your attention, and this is what is your calling. When you think about what natural talents or gifts you have, don't just look into your educational qualifications or your degree. Most of the things that you enjoy doing, you work after school on that. So you have to look at those times when you were playing, when you were having fun with friends, or when you were just relaxing. What are the things that you thought about when you were relaxing? What are the things that you wanted to do with your friends? What are the things that you have been able to figure out yourself? Suppose there's a machine and you have been able to figure out how does it work. That means you're good at understanding the technical requirements of a machine working. And that is what is your natural ability. What Kelly realized is that whenever she was doing any job, be it teaching, be it a researcher, or be it in any other job, she realized that every single time she loved coaching and she loved teaching. Even if she was a 5-member team, she loved coaching other people. She loved coaching the immediate freshers who were coming onto the job. So she realized that there's a common link in all the jobs that she has worked on. Be it any industry or any vertical, she always loved coaching and teaching. And that is what the intersection was in all her jobs. If you're working on your unique gift, then that job becomes a no-brainer for you, while it would be very difficult for the other person. Like personally, I struggle with technology, and there are people around me for whom technology comes out to be very easy. They can just do it in a second. That's what their key strength is, and that's what they have identified, and they are working on their key strength for financial and mental success. A lot of times you will be able to identify your key strengths not by understanding your job or your responsibilities in your job, but over what you do over the weekend. Because the weekend is a time when we have more time in our plate and we tend to do things that we enjoy doing. So identifying those things that you do over the weekend can give you a key to those strengths that you could use on your job. You should also identify what other people see as your strength. Suppose you do not know something that is your strength, but other people are able to perceive that because they spend a lot of time with you. So asking them is a good key question over here. Think about the questions that people ask you. Think about what other people reach out to you for. Do they reach out to you for technical answers, or do they reach out to you for technological challenges that they are facing? Something that they feel is my strength could be my strength that I am not understanding. Finally, pull out your recurring life dreams, the ones you have tossed around for their impracticality. These represent your greatest ambition and potential, and they will align perfectly with your gifts. Look for themes around your passions and experiences. Those themes that really define you, that puts you in a flow state. With your key gifts in front of you, brainstorm all the things you could do by linking them. Think about your past experiences, and understand when was it that you used a particular strength to your advantage, for which people appreciated you, for which you appreciated yourself, and you could do much better than others, that too naturally and effortlessly. Now craft an action plan that either helps you leverage your gifts in your current job or points you towards a new one. Now once you've understood your unique strengths, you need to understand if you can use these strengths in your current job, or you need a new job where you can use these strengths. Your unique gifts are already with you. You just need to focus on the time when you're having fun. And you can have fun while working also. You just need to observe and identify the time when you're having fun, like while doing a task. If you're still in school or want to change careers, use the guidance above to explore career options. Build associations with people in your target role by networking, such as attending events. If you want to start a business, think about the problem people already seek your advice for in resolving. Research your likely customer base and tailor your offering to them. Look for the channels through which people promote services like the one you have in mind. Talk with people who are already doing similar things. Don't shy away from experimenting for a while. Try new tasks at work, different projects or trial businesses to see what energizes you and puts you in flow. The interns that I hire in my company, I always ask them to explore because they are just starting their career. They are just starting and exploring. And until they explore, until they try different projects, different tasks, they will never know what energizes them. And that is what you have to do. In the start of your career or when you are changing your jobs, you have to explore, you have to try new things, you have to work in different departments under different people in different verticals, so you know what puts you in your flow state, and that only you can determine. Anyone else, no one else can determine what puts you in a flow state. That only comes with self observation and self awareness. When you unleash your unique gifts, expect a transformation in your work and financial life. When you find your genius and begin doing what you're meant to do, you're expected to develop a reputation as an expert, someone people come to for advice. You can very soon expect that people start paying you for. People start paying for consultation. People start paying to just listen to your advice on that topic because you are now considered as an expert in that field. When you discover your genius and focus it on work that makes the most of it, you will stand out as the go-to person for that work. More and better clients and opportunities will come to you without you needing to market yourself. You will learn your true value and get better at negotiating for what you deserve or walking away. Once you identify your strength or your unique genius, you can shape your job around it and you can shape your life around it. And that is what people will come to you for. They will come to you for expert advice, for consultation, for which they are ready to pay hefty price. And when you know your worth, when you know your unique gifts and the way you're applying it, the value that you're giving to your clients, you will walk away from something that doesn't serve you. If the client is putting across a budget and you know that you deserve more, you will walk away from it. But that can only happen when you know your worth. That when there is self-awareness, when you know what gifts you have, how you're using them, and what you're producing in return. And finally, don't let others stop you. Don't let the thoughts and the actions of others stop you. Most people who are criticizing or stopping you from identifying or using your gifts have no idea what you are doing and have never done something similar in their life. Trust in your genius and differences. What is making you different and what is distinguishing you from other people is what is your innate gift, is what is your unique key strength that you need to leverage to take your life forward. Don't play the copycat. Just because someone is working in a field doesn't mean even you have to do it. Their strength is what is making them go forward in life, and the same will happen for you, but identifying your strengths is the key to peak performance and to success in life. And when you apply your genius, when you apply your key strengths, you see exponential results, not steady growth. So when you're seeing exponential growth in your career, understand that you're using your key strengths and you're doing something that you're meant to do, that you've brought it in this world to do. If you like the contents of this video, or if you want to read the book by Kelly Trach, if you want to read the book Finding Your Genius and how you can go about finding your strengths, you can read this book. I will put the Amazon link in the description. Please do hit like, share and subscribe, and share it with someone who is just starting their career. Share it with someone who is interning at a company. Share it with someone who is not happy in their job and who are not able to identify their key strengths or the advantages that that person will get by identifying their strengths.